Alright, I want to make a follow-up video because I feel like the last one was a bit too short. And I may have came across as heated, a little bit in of a moment, things flare. I'm very outspoken about this because I think it's dangerous. And I've had a lot of comments saying, oh, it's fine, whatnot. And you need to understand something, okay? Just because something is in a game doesn't mean people are smart enough to draw that line between, oh, it's a game and real life. If you see something being normalized in a game, oh, well, it's normal in real life. It's very dangerous, and I don't know if you know this. People on the internet are stupid. That's not to say you watching this are stupid. Everyone is stupid at times, okay? We're all idiots deep down. We all know this, okay? Now, I want to really try and deep dive into this, because I've been playing a bit more ZZZ. Just trying to appreciate the game that I really fucking love. I'm very outspoken on my enjoyment. How much I like ZZZ every single time I play the game. And a lot of the comments were a little bit concerning. I'm not going to go through them all. In fact, I'm going to flash them up now. Oh, better yet, let me just get this. A lot of the comments I don't agree with. So let's talk about some of the comments. I'm not going to go through everyone individually. Just know that it's very split. It's a very divisive topic. And I feel like we need to talk about this. I've actually taken some notes as well. You know me, I love taking notes. And I've got labeled it followed up video. Now, other games doing it doesn't excuse like ZZZ and current games going forward doing it. Look at Blue Archive, okay? In fact, I'm pretty sure I can show this one. I believe you said it best. I can't find it, but it's basically said Blue Archive fans found this. Now, I want to clarify something. I didn't start playing this game until 4 or 5 weeks after launch, and I kind of missed all the drama at the start with characters like Corin, Piper, Nekomato. Ask me now, do I think it's weird back then and now? Yes, it's weird that people would sexualize this. And this is one of the notes I've got here. Something can be cute, it can be adorable, you can look at them, and in fact, let's bring up Captain Cab. Looks so girly pop coded because it looks adorable, it looks cute, it looks bright, flashy, vibrant. It looks like a comfy patch, so the patch does look good. It really does. It's nice, it's calm, you just go in and have a good time, that's what it wants to be. And yet this whole negativity is dragging it down. I don't want to be negative, I want to be positive. I really do, but I can't, in good faith, in good conscience, just let this lie down. And another comment asked me, where is it for all the other games? I don't like those games as much as this, and that doesn't excuse it. That really doesn't excuse it. I should be outcrying this. And that's why I'm doing this now, to call out not just ZZZ, but other games doing it. Don't. And in fact, you're probably going, oh, it's part of the culture over there, okay? We have the term lolly. I understand this. I get it. I know there's an East and Western divide. And I can appreciate it. It's the style over there, but it's weird for me, and more importantly, I'm pretty sure, and if anyone is in the Asian community, Eastern player, let me know if I'm wrong right now. And if I'm wrong, I will release a third video saying, wow, I was wrong, here's why. You see a person enjoying the moe, the lolly, whatever, you see them enjoying this. It's nice, it's fun. But what happens if they take it a bit too extreme? And that is one of the notes that's missing right here. I should have put, if you have 10 players, say you have 10 ZZZ players, they all love ZZZ, but one of them goes a bit too far with loving ZZZ, if you get my meaning. Think of the Goon allegations, okay? Look at Yeesh 1. People look at this and go, yeah, I goon to that. One person saying that means the other 9 people are grouped in, all thinking the same thing. It's a dangerous way of grouping people together. And it's very... it does not sit right with me. It really doesn't. Let's go through some of the replies right now. Watching the live stream chat on the 2.6 special program was so depressing. If I had $1 for every crying emoji and angry vein emoji, I could M605 every idol. Hands down the worst part of the gacha community. I'll take 100 rage baiters over a single one of them. And Cap replied, I'm just going to have to ignore the weirdos and not let the twisted view taint my perception. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. Now, I want to talk about one of the latest comments I got, and I believe it's right at the top, but let me go find it real quick. Please don't use Reddit as a moral compass. I'm not. I'm using the real world as a moral compass. It is weird. People, and I need you to understand this, I'm not calling anyone out, I'm not trying to cause rage bait or drama or fan the flames. You need to understand, it is very easy to identify if something is right or wrong. Look, I don't care for the argument. Legally, it's fine. Morally, it's dubious. Personally, I'm for it. I don't care about that. You should be able to identify, using common sense and your own moral compass, that's wrong. And that's what I've done here. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doubling down. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with me. But I need you to at least see where I'm coming from. And I can see where people who can defend this are coming from. I brought this up in the last video, and I'm using it again as the perfect example. This game is majority marketed towards kids. And we're not going to get into the whole, oh, kids should be supervised while playing games. You can't watch a child 24/7. It's impossible. Believe me, I've tried. Babysitting is a fucking nightmare, okay? So you get these kids, and people make content for kids. Now you can say, oh, it's not made for kids, 18 plus, smack a label on it. They will find a way around it. Trust me, we've all been kids once. We all know the ways around it. It's impossible to try and avoid it. You can monitor it as best you can. One way or another, you can fall through the cracks. Here's a video majority made about ZZZ, a game for better or worse children. The second you bring up Romeo and Juliet laws to try and defend your argument, please tell me you can see why that is wrong and your argument falls apart. In fact, we're going to zoom in. Please tell me you can see how that is wrong. I'm getting passionate now because I want to look out for the well-being of others. I didn't do it before because I didn't start the content creation journey way back when, but I'm doing it now. And I can talk about this now. And hopefully it reaches you out there in good faith. I'm not calling you a weirdo for liking Lolly, okay? I may have did that the last video, that's wrong with me. And for that I apologise. However, if what you like puts somebody else in a bad position, you gotta call it out. You just have to. Once again, I'm calling no one out. But if you look at the Asian countries, and I want to bring this up here, there is something that people need to understand. Asia doesn't know who the fuck Epstein is, and actually they don't care either. That is both true and false. Jeffrey Epstein is world famous currently for all the wrong reasons. Just because you know who he is doesn't mean you care about what's happening. Totally fine, totally valid. It doesn't affect you at all, but it does affect someone else. And it's just a bad look currently, given the state of the affairs of the world. It really is, and it looks bad. And we need to at least be self-aware of how this could affect reputations and whatnot. Can we agree on that, please? Going back to one of the points I made before. Of course it's weird when something gets sexualized. And unfortunately people do that. It depends on what gets sexualized. That's another key thing. You can sexualize a character like Yishuan, Evelyn. In fact, they do that in the game as well. Look at this. And I'm going to give you another example about why this sexualization can go wrong. Let's look at the free character, Xiao. And look, she's adorable, she's cute, I love Xiao. I think she's funny as fuck whenever she's on screen. I enjoy her presence. She talks funny, she is funny. But somewhere out there, someone's looking at this and going, hey, upskirt shot. Kinda nice. And that's where the problem is. That's the line that needs to be drawn. That's why it gets a little bit weird, okay? Once again, can we agree on that? I'm not calling anyone out, okay? I've said myself just there, I find Xiao adorable. Because you can find these characters adorable. They are adorable. That's what they're designed to be. And people will take this out of context. For example, look at Lucario. A known lolicon, a known enjoyer of it, and then the leak happened, with all the links to shall we say, Christian propaganda. There's a double joke in there if you can really look at it. Look, if you take anything away from this video, hopefully it's one of two things. One, an understanding of, even though you might be in defense of this, you can see why some people would think otherwise, and why it's wrong to try and, for lack of better terms, gatekeep criticism, because that never ends well for anything. We want this game to be good for everybody, and it can be good for everybody. You can't please everybody, but you can damn sure try. I don't agree with the, if you try to please everybody, you please no one. Because what's the alternative? It's just an echo chamber, and nobody likes an echo chamber. We need these kind of discussions to keep civility alive, to keep games alive, and that's what games should be. They should be fun. I don't have fun making these videos. I want to be out there showing you my Soldier Zero trigger combo. It's really fucking nice. I love it for that. And yet here I am having to go, hey, let's not get weird with it, okay? And secondly, nobody's trying to insult you. At least, not intentionally. I'm not trying to intentionally insult you, and I hope you're not feeling offended. If you are, that is a you problem though, okay? I can't help that. I've said multiple times, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm sorry for calling you weird the first time round, but moving forward, I want you to know that it's weird. I'm not insulting you now. I've apologized, I've made that clear. If you're still offended, that's a you problem. Work on it. It's not my issue anymore. That said, please just be cautious how you navigate online. Okay, we need to be cautious now more than ever. And I mean this wholeheartedly right now. I really do. Let's just try not to fall apart, because there's a lot of sick shit going on now. And the last thing we need is more sick shit. We don't need people fighting, the world falling even further apart. Let's just come together and go, hey, I like this game. Sure, some things are weird. I want to talk about it. I want to get my feelings out there in a nice, civil manner. And that's what we've done right now. So please, if you feel the need to comment, keep it respectful, keep it civil. I will do the same. Even if you don't, I will still be civil to you. That's my promise to you. That said, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you've enjoyed the talk. I really have. And I hope I don't have to do it again, okay? Hopefully the next ZZ video is just a really positive Soldier Zero trigger showcase, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care out there. See you.